Okay, Mr. Balian back. I believe this is part 4 of our modeling lessons for our grade 9 students and possibly our grade 10s as well. Ooh, there's something going wrong here. I think I have way too many things open. I'll get back to you guys. Give me a sec. Okay, we're good to go here. Got too many apps open. No problem. Okay, so a couple things. I'm going to hide, actually I'm going to hide this one. I'll select a new layer. Going to call it Rook 1. Save. Can't start with a number. You have to always start with a letter. Okay, so V, hide. All right, I'll take this one here for a second, and I'm going to add some colors for you guys just for fun. And prior to doing that, I'm going to duplicate this one more time. Control D. Okay, and I'll just come over here. All right, I'm going to take these two as if it starts from the beginning. And anytime by default, Maya will give you a Lambert material, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to go Control A here, and I'm going to call this Rook 02, and I'm going to call this one Rook 03. Just naming things. Rook _03. Okay. All right. So right now, what I can do is give it a solid color, assign new material, and I'll go to Lambert for now. We're not going to get too technical. So what we can do is notice there's a lot of triangles here, a lot of steps that I've recorded basically in the history. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the history, makes my life easier, and I'm going to center the pivot. And do the same thing for this one. Delete history and center the pivot. All right, cool. We're back, and I'm going to go to Lambert 1. I'm going to call this Rook, and I'll call this red. Okay, red. So watch this. Where it says color, not the checker box, right here in gray. Click and make that red. Done. I'll click on this one and I'm going to make this one, I'm going to call this Rook. What do you guys want here? Say white. Okay, white, really boring. Okay, white. So I'm going to click in this box again, not the checker box, the color box here, and I'm going to click right under the red, which is white. All right. Now, you're wondering how I created that checkered floor. What I'm going to do is delete it and recreate it for you. I'm going to start with a plane. A plane basically is a 2x2, sorry, it's an X and Y. There's no Z. It's just a flat paper, okay? It's a plane. What we're going to do is come down here, and I'm going to call this chessboard. Chess, wrong place, but anyway, chessboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to, let's say 10, tab, and or maybe based on that size it should be 20. Cool. And I'm going to get rid of these segments here, the subdivision. I'm going to leave it at 1, like that. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to fly up here, scroll, and I'm going to say you should be at place 0. Okay, center of my space. So if you guys have your grid on, which is right here, and you'll see it's in the center. See? All right. So I'm going to call this one as chessboard. My apologies, did it in the wrong place, but that's okay. Mistakes are awesome. What I'm going to do is assign a checkerboard pattern to it. I'm going to change the colors afterwards, okay? So right click, assign new material, just like before. We're going to go to Maya. What's going on here? I don't want to go to Lambert. Oh, let's just go to Lambert for a second. Yeah, we'll go to Lambert. I'm blanking out here. Checker pattern this time. Imagine I want to go to checkers. I wonder what that means. Here it is, checker. There. Do you want it to be black and red? Well, what if we want this to be blue of some kind? We go blue, and that's kind of crazy color. This is a crazy color. Fuchsia is awesome. Let's bring fuchsia out here. Boy, that's going to be amazing in the video here. Okay, I'll just make it a dark green of some kind, okay? Or a green. All right. Now, if you're not seeing this, it's because you're in 5 mode, which is shaded. If I press 6, boom, it's going to appear. Okay, that's nice. Control A, back to my channel box here so I can see my information. For example, X, Y, and Z, which is what I like. Come back up here, my friend. There, translate. If you have this wide one, just go back to Control A, Control A, Control A. Look at that. So this is my board. I'll just go board. C board. Board. Done. Okay, so your job later is going to be locking this in place. I'm going to call this my board. You can change your colors, obviously. And what I'm going to do is lock it in the sense that I'm going to click on this little item where it's transparent. I'm going to go to reference. So I don't want to inadvertently select it anymore, which is nice. So you'll later in later videos, you will be animating these, okay, from one hitting the other, that kind of thing. Okay, for now, we're good. I may decide to leave this in the classical look, Control A, in the black and white. So if I click back here, change this to black, boom. Okay, that's more like it. That was kind of bizarro for me. Control A, back to my board here. Instead of transparent, we'll leave it as reference. Okay, how is that? So we got the checkerboard. We can actually bring in a texture in here. I'm not going to do that this time around. And I'm going to render it right now, okay? So I'm going to click on IPR here for a second. And I'm going to make, I'm seeing Arnold here. However, there is no light in here. So I'm just going to go to my Hardware 2.0, click on the first flapper here. Watch, this is nice. However, it looks like there's no light in there, right? Some of you may start by having only software and hardware. You may not have Arnold render. So this is where I show you how to bring the Arnold right. Mental Ray Gonski, it's gone. So we'll go here, Window, Settings and Preferences. We will go to Plugin Manager. Again, Windows, here, Setting Preferences, come down to Plugin Manager. And you're going to scrub this thing right here all the way to the bottom. What you're going to do is go to M2A, Maya to Arnold, and load it and auto load. Once you click on both of those, close those, please, for me, and then come back here to the fourth. Let's just do an IPR. Now what you'll do is you'll change it from Maya software to hardware, and I'm going to press this button right here. And that's all I have. Now there's no lighting in the background, right? Okay, so we're just going to add a light. Really, really simple. So you see, we have Arnold up here. And we're going to come down here where it says Lights, Arnold, Lights. And you're going to go to Skydome. Skydome is going to make this beautiful Skydome. And it's going to be lit 360 degrees around your space. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in here. I'm going to put save frame on. 1920 1080. I'll show you that next. I'll make a nice shot. Now, when you guys are running, please do me a favor. Don't do this. Okay, this is way too far out. Okay, you want to bring it up. You get a close-up of it. It's a two-shot right here. This guy's in the front, this guy in the back. I'm playing to do the thirds a bit. That's nice. Right here. Boom. And I'm going to click on IPR. Right here. And it's going to take a long time to render. Oh, wait a minute. I know why. Arnold render. I'll click. And you'll see. What do we have here? But anyway, here we go. We have two castles in the shot. It's going to take some time. So let's see, how long did it take for this to end? Should be some kind of a writing here. I don't know how long it took. So let's say under 10 seconds. Okay, so what you can do from here on, let me just do something for a second. Yeah, this is a shot. You're going to go File, Save Image, and you'll save your shot, and you'll save it into your image folders in Maya, okay? I'm going to go to my desktop right now. I'm going to call this Test. Test underscore 01, my two shot. Two items in the shot, and I'm going to change this to JPEG, okay? All right, so there's that shot, and I'm going to keep it at RAW because you know, this is not the realistic light. The realistic shot here is in the raw form. Okay? Sorry, I don't want to overcomplicate it. This is grade 9. So here's how you're going to do. Here's how you're going to save your shot. You're going to go under Arnold. You're going to go Open Arnold Render View right here. So you're going to go like that. You're going to click on this little button here. Okay, guys? It's completely different than Mental Ray, so bear with me. So when you use this method, this little button here, you're going to see the shot, and probably it's going to take you about 10 to 20 seconds or more depending on how old your computer is. This is done. If you find that the shot is too dark, you're just going to click on this little gearbox, and I want you to just crank the exposure by 0.5. So that means you're adding more light. Okay, it's too much. So I'll just leave it at 0, say thank you, and I'll just leave it at 0. Where's 0? There. Okay, now if I go to File, Save Image, this is the proper way to save it. Okay, Save Image, it's on my images. These are stuff that I've done in my other classes. Okay, I'm actually going to go to my desktop. That's where all my stuff is right now. chess underscore 01, 2-shot. Okay, underscore 2-shot. Good, done. Okay. Some of you are going to ask me, how did you get those stripes in, Mr. Balian? Well, let me just get rid of my save frame here for a second, and I'll show you myself. Okay. Let's just double check our time here, 10 minutes. So I'm just going to do this and I'll pause and then I'll come back and I'll do a pawn. I'll create a pawn. Okay, I'm going to bring my mesh tools, insert edge loop, and I'm going to click here like that. Click and drag like that. And I'm going to W to get out. So here's what I'll do. I'll just go object mode, select this piece, like that. And what I'll do is I'll just come in here and go to, for example, I'm going to come in here and say these middle areas, this middle stem area, I'm going to have a different color. Okay, let's go right click, face, click once, hold shift, double click, boom. Click once, hold shift, double click. And I'm still holding shift down. Click once, double click with shift down, and there it is. I'm going to assign new material here. And maybe I'll still go to Lambert and get rid of that history here. It's not going to make a difference at the moment. So let's go to Lambert, and I'm going to give this, what, a blue color maybe? Some kind of a blue? Yeah. Wow. It's not the blue I wanted. Somewhere in here. Like that. Okay. Back to object mode. And this time, if you want to take a quick shot through the IPR here, quick view, and you'll see this. It'll change. So you've got a stripe here now, right? Okay, white and a blue. I'm waiting for it to render. I shouldn't have shot this at 1920, 1080. That should only be done at the end. Okay, when you're going to save your work to show your teachers, do a final render with a high quality. In the meantime, in the next video, I'll explain this. Okay, so that's how you get multiple colors at the moment. Okay, what I can do from here, save image, just like before, go to desktop, chess, I'll just go O2. This isn't the best way to save a shot, guys, okay? Just notice it's over here. This is the one. Use this one. If I just want to test something, I'll use IPR. But if I want to save my shot, I want to use this, okay? All right, I think I should come back and show you the Rook, and then a couple more things, all right? I think I'm going to step out of here. Balian out. See you later, folks.